Jonathan, if we can start by taking you back to another cup tie between Man City and Watford in the 2014 season. Quite an eventful game, a 4-2 win for City in the end. What are your memories of that one?
Yeah, I think it was. There were a couple of games. We actually played them the year before that, which was kind of a big game for me, where hadn't played too many first team games, and obviously had to go away at the Etihad, and then obviously the following season we got them again. But yeah, they're obviously always good experiences going to a big stadium, big team, big club, and they're obviously full of lots of talented players. And even sometimes when teams like that rotate, they're still very, very strong teams. So yeah, memories are just being very excited. Yeah, kind of a 19, 20-year-old going to play at a stadium like that was yeah, a good experience.
Can you remember what that feeling was like when Watford were 2-0 up in that game?
Yeah, I do. I remember we could have actually been more ahead even by half time. We had 3 or 4 chances in total. So it was a crazy game really. And obviously I remember they had a full strength team basically. I think Yaya Toure was playing company and Aguero, people like that. So yeah, it was a good first half for us at the time. But yeah, obviously they have a lot of quality in the end.
If we can fast forward to last Saturday against Norwich, when you're a goalkeeper on the bench, you don't necessarily expect to come on. What's that feeling like when you sort of get the call there from the boss?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, obviously you'd be very nervous, and obviously there are still some adrenaline when obviously you have to come on all of a sudden. But yeah, we train every day, and I kind of always felt like I was ready, and it was early on in the game, so yeah, it was just not too long after the warm up even. So yeah, I'm a little bit more older and experienced now, so it wasn't quite the big call up that it felt like when I was 19, 20. But yeah, hopefully Dan's injury isn't too bad, and yeah, hopefully I can do well for the team now over the next few games.
Yeah, like you say, obviously you don't want anyone to be injured, but when you're a goalkeeper, that might be your only chance to get into the team on certain occasions. What's that like to sort of deal with?
Yeah, it's obviously something that that you're training for, really, is to always be ready. I knew that obviously Dan's been here for a while and done really well for the club over the years, and played a lot of games here, and this is his home now, really. So first and foremost was to make sure he was feel supported on a day-to-day basis, and that I do well in the cup games, and obviously if I need to step in the league like I have to now, then just try and do the best for the team, really.
How would you sum up your relationship with Dan and the younger goalkeepers here?
Yeah, it's a really close group, actually probably the closest I've trained with in my career. Dan, obviously credit to him, I know he's captain, but he also didn't have to make me feel as welcome as he did, and he did make me feel very welcome coming in, and we're very close. We've got a very close relationship, and yeah, we families are close, and we spend a lot of time together, and I think it just helps. Like we both want each other to do really well, so yeah, he's obviously wanting me to do really well now, and just like I am when he plays.
And going to a place like Man City away, are these the sort of games that any footballer wants to play in?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, it's probably the hardest game in world football at the moment is to go away at City. So it is obviously a big ask, a tough game. We've obviously earned that by winning the first 2 games. You start to the hat gets, or the draw gets smaller and smaller, and the big teams come in. So yeah, it's going to be, obviously we have a lot of young players as well. It's going to be a big game for them. Might be their first time playing in an environment like that. So yeah, it's something we've got really nothing to lose. And yeah, it's something that I think everyone here is looking forward to now.
You mentioned it's the hardest game in world football. Do you prepare for it in the same way as any other game, or do you do things differently?
Yeah, I mean, tactically you might change a little bit, but you prepare for it in the same way, same mindset and same intensity in training. Yeah, trying to do all the right things all the time. We need to go there and show some personality. We can't just go there with a bad mindset. So yeah, it's something that is you got to treat it like it is another game, which it is. But obviously we know that the opposition have got a lot of quality and can hurt you in many ways. So yeah, maybe tactically we change a few things, but yeah, it's something that I don't think we can't deal with.
Thanks, Bondi.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.